Cooper, right?
What?
The Cooper and Anthony Show.
Why?
The thing I really hate Christmas decorations.
You do.
I hate them. And
You just
so
hate Christmas, Scrooge.
pretty much. And so the house across the street has been empty for about a year now. Mm-hmm. And up until about 2 weeks ago.
I wonder why.
Up until about
Nobody wants to live near you.
So who lives there?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So about 2 weeks ago, people moved in. That's nice. They moved in. But last weekend, they decided to put up Christmas lights. And then I found out that their last name was Griswold.
Oh, no.
It's not really, but it looks like they should be. It's out of control, and they never turn them off. They're on all the time. It's not like they turn them on at night and turn them off in the morning. No, they leave them on all
24/7.
Yes.
So they're like blazing into your windows and stuff?
Yes.
Does your house on fire, Claw?
No, Bethany, those are Christmas lights.
Nothing says happy birthday, Jesus, like wasting energy on 10,000 Christmas lights 24/7. You know what? They love Jesus more than you do.
Well, I was going to go over there and say, hey, nice to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood.
And then punch him in the throat.
Yeah, but now I don't even want to talk to him. I pulled up and I pulled in the garage, and they were out there doing their Griswold thing.
Uh-huh.
And I shut the garage door before I even got out of my car because I didn't even want to see him, talk to him, anything.
Like, welcome to the neighborhood. Ah! All those lights.
Lights are everywhere, and they're on. When I left for work, they're on.
Okay, so who is the biggest culprit of the tacky holiday decor in your neighborhood? Who's the worst? 877-6-Cooper. Now, it wouldn't surprise you to know, or maybe it would surprise you to know, that whole inflatable, I don't know, collectors, the inflatable devices, I don't know what they're called, like yard things.
Rednecks.
Hoochie-bergs. The inflatable hoochie-bergs. It's a cottage industry right now. It's really, really big. There's a woman named Pam Danziger. She's the president of Unity Marketing, and this is what they do. She says the use of inflatables has skyrocketed over the past couple of years because they're cost-effective. They're only about $50 and up, as opposed to all the lights and electricity. Because you put the inflatables up, you don't have to plug them in. It's just those big giant inflatable things. And there's even, it's called the Air-Blown Inflatable Collectors Club, for people who want to stay up to date on the latest innovations in this technology. And it's kind of interesting because the president of this company, of this collectors club, he says that he has the largest inflatable drive-through park. He has more than 1,000 balloon characters. And last year he set up the display on 60 acres. Isn't that crazy?
Getting sick.
But it's like a cottage industry. I mean, these things are really huge now.
Yeah, I know, and the neighbors across the street, they got them all.
All of them.
All of them. Every single one they could buy from Walmart.
They have the lights, too. They don't just have the inflatables.
They got the lights. They got the lights dripping off the ceiling. They got off the roof. They got, it's like.
Hello, Reed.
Hey, Cooper, how are you?
Good. Now, what's going on with your neighborhood?
My neighbor, she just decks it out like, my God, you wouldn't believe. And then she turns on the blinking, and it makes my stomach turn.
Oh, the blinking lights. Those are the worst. Because the blinking lights act like a strobe light. I mean, you're walking normally, all of a sudden, seizure.
Can you see it inside your house?
Yeah, I can see her right by my bedroom window.
Oh, no. And does it reflect on your wall when you're trying to sleep at night? Are you just looking at blinking lights? Is it like Times Square all of a sudden?
Yes.
Oh, that's the worst part. You know, it's one thing that she's doing it and it's enough, that you have to drive by and look at it. But when it invades your own personal property, when it comes into your home.
Can you cut the cord?
No. No, I have to babysit her puppies.
Oh, and she's got puppies. What kind of dogs?
Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, she's got good dogs. The dogs don't even realize who they're living with.
Cut the wire.
It's a shame. Sorry about that, Reed. Paul, who's the biggest culprit in your neighborhood of the tacky holiday decor?
Well, my neighborhood is the kids have all grown and the parents have gotten too old. But we do have a place to take anybody that comes down around the Landrum, Lyman, Spartanburg, South Carolina area. Is called Hollywild Animal Park.
Ooh.
Not only do they have 15 acres that is completely covered in lights, they got hundreds of deer. They have, it took an hour and a half to drive through that thing last night.
Oh, goodness. An hour and a half?
Hour and a half. And
now, wait a second. So are the deer live deer or inflatable deer?
Oh, these are real.
Yeah, they have live deer there.
Yeah, I knew Anthony'd been there.
Yeah, Hollywild is kind of cool because they have they'll have the Jaguar from the Jaguar commercials, and he lives there now.
Is that where? Well, they got the panther that used to haul around it from Charlotte.
Yeah, so all the famous animals, that's where they go when they're done being famous.
Do they decorate the animals? Do the animals have lights and things around their necks?
No, they just let the running wild is just the deer, and I mean there are a bunch of them, and there's no traffic lanes, and you try to get across it. And this year they have a Christmas village that I was the youngest one, and I'm over 50.
Right. At Christmas Village at Hollywild.
Right. But now my in-laws are in their 80s, and they don't drive at night, so we took them, and they're sitting there just going on. They've never seen that many lights in the whole life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll see you Sunday.
That
Paul.
must be, yeah, that's where you'll be.
Yeah, I'm going down there, so we'll probably end up there.
Okay, so who's the biggest culprit of the tacky holiday decor in your neighborhood? How about you, Christina?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So now, do you know what we're talking about here, right? With the crazy neighbors and all their inflatable stuff?
Yes. Well, we don't have anyone in our neighbor, thank God, because we don't live around neighbors. Mm-hmm. But when you drive on this one particular road, and we have to pass it like 500 times a day, just because that's the only way to the main town, there is a trailer park on the right-hand side of the road, and there's only one house that's ever decorated, and that's at the very beginning. This woman has at least 50 of those inflatables. At least. And me and my girls, we always kind of wager on what our electric bill is.
And the thing is, I want to know where she keeps them over the course of the rest of the year if she lives in a trailer.
She lives in a trailer park, and she's got the only, double wide. The rest of them are singles, and no other trailer is decorated in this mobile home park. And she's got, the only, real yard, and it's at the front to where, everyone passing by can see. But I'm not kidding. She has at least 50 of those inflatables, not including the little lights and stuff around them. And every single morning when I drive by, it's daylight, they're inflated. When I drive by at home, they're inflated. I don't think she ever turns them off, but it's how many can you get in one yard?
Well, she's like the Donald Trump of her trailer park if she's got the double wide and all that stuff. She has to. She's got to, she's got a front. You got to floss. You got to have the bling. You got to do it.
Well, see, my mom got me one about 5 years ago, and they were $135. And she got me the big globe with the snowman that blows the snow over it. And she got herself one, and, of course, a Santa Claus one. And I don't know what happened to hers, but I finally just brought mine out for the very first time this year since I own my own home. Brought mine out for the very first time. It had so many holes in it from the mice when we never took it out. But it's okay.
Shame.
It's okay. I found out that tape and sewing really mends those up.
See, I think one, if you do, I'm not against, I love Christmas decorations. We've decorated our house. But, I think just the over-the-top people. I'm always so impressed with that. Hey, Doug.
How you doing?
Now, Doug, what are they doing in your neighborhood?
Well, I used to drive a school bus, substitute school bus driver, and I used to go by this one place when they first came out with them. And, of course, the first inflatables were of Santa Claus and snowmen and reindeer and living things, supposedly. Well, I disagree with your previous caller. I think they should be lit inflated all day long. Because I drive by in the morning and it was light out, but they had them shut off. And it looked like a Christmas Day massacre.
You're so right.
Because everything's flat and laying on the ground. And, somebody shot Santa. And
right.
So if you're going to have those, keep them inflated all day long.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We didn't consider that if you turn off the lights and if you keep them deflated, it does look like Christmas Day Massacre.
That's right.
That's a good point, Doug. Well, follow Doug's advice. So if you're somebody that has all that stuff and you're trying to save a little money, you're scaring the children during the day.
Really?
Leave it plugged in, yeah.
And Doug will tell you, he knows he drove those kids. He had to comfort them afterwards.
Every time they drove past one of those houses,
Santa's dead! No, Santa's not dead.
He's sleeping.
flat.
He'll be up later tonight when they plug him in.
Hi, Beth.
Hello, Cooper.
Now, Beth, do you have neighbors that are just a little too much with the holiday festivities and stuff?
There's a few. My next door neighbors, yeah, they've got 7 around the corner. I was totally shocked when I pulled up and saw them one day. And the people I was staring at, sort of house and cat sitting, they mix white lights on one tree with colored lights that flash. And it totally is,
Like, doesn't make any sense. Either have them all flash or have them all color.
Yes.
But just to be like, that's lights. Just put it up there. It's lights.
Something consistent. And then friends of mine across the street have these people, they really couldn't decide. I even said it. I said, oh, my God, they cannot even figure out what they're trying to do. They had a little bit in all blue, a little bit in all green, just a little bit colored, a little, all on the same house.
Right. It was like whatever happened to be laying around. Just put that up there.
I don't even know where they found this stuff. Yeah.
I'm sure there was drinking involved when that decision was made.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, Connie, who's the biggest culprit you've seen of the tacky holiday decor?
Well, there's a tacky lights contest that goes on in Richmond, Virginia. When we lived there, it was the highlight of the season.
Oh, no.
And it's so much fun. What they do, and Richmond is famous for blue bloods, and for people who have the nice wreath on all the windows and the candles in the window. Well,
right.
These people have just unbelievable displays with the awful colored lights. They have the yard ornaments. They have houses that are totally decorated. They even have one house that has a carport that was turned into like Santa's workshop.
Oh,
It's got trains inside, and then every square inch of that yard is covered. It truly is, like you said, it's like somebody threw up on it.